Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
I caught up with the Panthers head coach. One of the things that coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in their game last week, and so today their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Guys, back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Barnes. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Ready, go. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Barnes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Look out! It's complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So Northern Illinois' offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. He'll be trying to get his senior season off to a good start and building some confidence as we go along. Running inside, it's White. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Davidson. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Wiley. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that out. Themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point, but this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Plows his way ahead. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that the season opener. On the move, he fires. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
He's got it. First down and more. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Pitt! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Straight ahead, it's White. He's got the first down. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Davidson. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Huskies will hustle to the line.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Nearly intercepted.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 36 set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off play action on first down. Got his man to the left. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fresh set of downs going up top. On target over the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Panthers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the misconnection on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Lets it fly. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Offense is stopped.
Sets his feet, it's Davidson. Swings it out to his running back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
There's some daylight. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not a lot of room to field this one. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fighting off the defender. He's got 69 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Batted into the air near the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
On the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Panthers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Rush right in his face. Breaks loose. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They boot it away. Trying to make one miss. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Checking in from the Panthers sideline. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. 2nd down to the air. They'll run the screen. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Right side, it's Wiley. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Needs it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Davidson. Going deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies taking on the number 4 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's Utah State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Acrisure Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
From deep, it's Danzy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking downfield, it's Davidson. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the outside. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Hand it to the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Sees an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. give him 88 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Panther! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out wide right, it's Bryant. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. From the gun, it's White. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Davidson. Out wide left, it's White. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll go to the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Hard running there. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bryant. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Long way to go on 2nd down. The fake wants to throw. Makes a connection. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out.
Number 36, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Slings it downfield. Left side is Barnes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Hauls it in, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's White. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Right back to the well. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Pulls it in. It's Bettis. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Sends it back in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Flips it out in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. They give it to the freshman, 1st carry of his career.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to...
He's going for the big play. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Looking for running room. There he goes. With that, he's got 101 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Might as well give it to him again. Maybe some room here. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Ready, go. Sells the run, looking to pass. The throw. Trying to barrel in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Try to barge their way in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He'll set up to throw. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The give. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Making his first move. Spinderella. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Got enough for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the single back. At the 35, he's got room. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. The old